What are you up to? Like, what are you doing now? Like in this quarantine, what is like up? Like, are you making anything? Are you doing anything? Any projects that you have in mind? Let's get into.
Well, let me tell you. So I don't really know what time it is. I don't know what day it is most times. I feel like I'm in an alternate universe in like a really bad science fiction movie that I want to end.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm just trying to make sense of everything. So I haven't really been as creative in the ways that I normally would, PC, which is pre-corona.
Right.
Um, but I have been like DJing. I painted for the first time last week in a really long time, so that was fun. And I've been trying to give, trying to give as much as I can through organizations like Project Isaiah, where we've been feeding people in Atlanta that need it. Anybody is welcome. And trying to help small businesses, donating money there. So I don't know. I'm trying to be a good human, I guess.
What are you gonna do when this is all over? Like, what is something you want to do when this whole thing comes to an end and we can go back outside and live normal lives?
Um, I want to go to a party. That's what I really want to do. Like I want to hear some music that makes me sweat, come up out my clothes in the club, honey.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to be with people dancing and not going home. I want to watch the sunrise. Like I need that moment. I'm craving that moment of like human android human connection.
Right.
Um, yeah, so I think I'm gonna put a party. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do a house party. That's what I'm excited for because I would prefer to be a little more controlled. Because we're still gonna be like this. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to see whose health is good.
Right.
Obviously, but I'm looking forward to that. I love that you picked cheer and cheerleading over football. I
Oh,
just think yes. And my nephew plays football, and I don't love people around me know I don't love football. I think it's a really dangerous sport. I don't like what the organization has systemically treated our players, especially when it comes to mental health. Um, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of football. Like I love the camaraderie and I love the team, nature of it. But you making that decision just sent such a powerful message to me. And I just think that you are redefining what it means to be black, what it means to, how do you identify in terms of your gender?
I'm male.
Male, what
Yeah.
it means to be black, what it means to be male. Like you are redefining that, what it means to be masculine, what it means to be feminine, what it means to be everything in between. And I think that's super important. Your representation, and especially, teaching your family, teaching friends who in our communities, because I come from a community very similar uh, to yours, and family very similar to yours, in different ways. Um, but you're educating, and that's what we need in order to evolve and to become more acceptant of the next generation of people and of people that look like you to say, I want to do this, or I want to do ballet, or I want to do whatever art form you want to do.
Right.
I think it will educate people to, you know, respect the art form and respect the artist and know that we don't all have to pick the same path because we come from this family. Like you were designed to do something that only you could do. For me as a black queer woman who grew up in the Baptist family in Kansas City, Kansas, I had to really deal with what it meant to disappoint folks who may not necessarily, and people that I love and grew up with who may not necessarily uh, understand what it means to be me and to be proud and to live out loud. And in the same breath, educate them. you know, on gender, on sexuality. That's why I asked how you know, because I kind of live outside of the binary.
Right.
I feel a part of everything. I feel my masculine. I feel my feminine. I feel like I'm an experience. And
Honey.
I feel like God is so big, you know, and I feel a part of that. Um, and so, that being said, it's a challenging thing to have to go against the people who know you as one way
Hmm.
and like reintroduce them to the new version of you. And you know, it's always you're always educating people, you're always re-educating the same people you feel like got it, but you know, maybe perhaps they didn't.
Yes, let's get into the tea here. So, Homecoming 2. I watched the trailer and then look, it's gonna be some tea. Some tea.
Oh yes, honey, it is going to be a ride. I play this character Jackie, and she wakes up in the middle of a rowboat with no memory of who she is or how she got there. And so it's a psychological thriller. If you're into that, I am. I love psychological thrillers. And we go on this journey with her as she's discovering who she is. And every time she feels like she's uncovered the truth, she gets closer to a lie. And I love what this show has to say about corporations and them hiding information, about, you know, corporations putting capitalism and
Mm,
putting greed and power over the well-being, you know, of the American people, of our vets. I play a vet. She, you know, was in the Army as well. You have Stefan James, who also is an ex-vet, and he deals with PTSD. So I liked what it had to say, you know, in the conversations that it will start around PTSD and how we deal with our ex-veterinary vets after they leave you know, from serving our country. How are we dealing with their mental health? How much money are we putting into that? You know, I think those are important conversations for us to have. And my character is a chameleon. You know, I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but it was super fun preparing for her. I watched movies like Memento, which is a great psychological thriller, the Jason Bourne identity films. I watched, you know, had to research amnesia and short-term, long-term memory loss. And it was super fun working with the cast and working with my director, Kyle Patrick Alvarez.